Hello. Once again I come before you as a representative of the Illuminati. You may call me the Man. Well, this week's topic comes to us from several viewers who want to know what the deal is with the Comet ISON. Now, one of them said, what's the deal with it? Some of them said, is the Comet ISON a hoax? Or is it going to kill us all? We get several questions, and yeah, the deal with the Comet ISON is that it's a comet. It was discovered in 2012. Its official name is C2012 S1, and it was named for the International Scientific Optical Network. So there are probably several Comet ISONs since that now exists, and they named it for the network instead of the actual people who discovered the comet. It's a comet. It's just a comet. Now, there are a lot of hoaxes that have sprung up around the comet, of course, and if that's what you're referring to, yes, those are hoaxes. It is not the planet Nibiru or Planet X or whatever. Actually, if you're a long-time viewer of this channel, you know what Nibiru is, and you can see it in our Anunnaki playlist. Yeah, it's a comet. It was not responsible for the federal government shutdown. That was the Republicans. They did that. And hey, let's hear it for cat videos, though. They're up and running again, so that's a good thing. No, it's just a comet. It's just a ball of dirt and ice that travels through the solar system, will swing around the sun. It'll have a tail. It's pretty cool. You know, debris flying off the back end of it. It's not poisonous debris. We're not going to go through a gas cloud as they thought in the 1800s, and it's going to kill everybody. No, that's not going to happen either. It's a comet, you know, and it's not even the most dangerous thing out there. I know that a lot of comets get the press and all because well, you look up in the sky and you see something that's a ball and you see a little tail coming out. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah, so it's easy to notice, and especially if it's bright. Now, this one was supposed to be the comet of the century. And let me say, by the way, this thing was just discovered in 2012, okay? Less than a year ago, okay? So if it was discovered in a year ago, actually it was September of a year ago, that's why it's called S1, so more than a year ago. But if it was just discovered in 2012, what's to say there won't be a brighter comet discovered during the rest of the century? I mean, we just started this century. We're about 13 years into it, so let's keep the old media hyperbole a little bit lower, okay? Let's just tune that down a little bit. We don't know what the comet of the century is. It could be in 2099. We get this awesome comet, just flies around there, and it's huge and bright. And we don't know. We just haven't seen it yet. That's all. So anytime you hear somebody say comet of the century or Nibiru or Planet X, you know, and they always will. When a comet comes through, they're always going to say something like that. It's just a comet. You know, like I said, it's not even the most dangerous thing out there. There are things in the universe, huge expanses of hydrogen and helium burning out of control, called stars. And those things, man, those things are massive, and they are just, whoo! We've got one actually in the middle of our solar system. We call it the sun. There's a lot of stuff in space. I'm sorry. I mean, we do this every time. We did it with Elenin, and even this one doesn't even have a spaceship behind it like Elenin did. You know, so. It's just a comet. We do it with the Elenin, we'll do it with the next one, whatever we call it. We'll do it when Halley's Comet comes around, or Halley's Comet, however you pronounce it. Anyway, when it comes around again, people will go nuts. It's the end of the world. Everything's gonna, it's not. It's just a comet. It's not even going to come close to us. It's going to keep on going, and if it doesn't break apart the sun, it's going to shoot right back out where it came from. That's all it is. They're real pretty to look at. And I suggest if you have a telescope, you might want to do that. And yeah, that's just take with a grain of salt anytime anybody claims it's the end of the world because something's flying through space. Things fly through space all the time. You and I, we're flying through space. Space is a lot of fun to look at. It really is. And you know, if you're inclined to go out and try to find comets and such, I mean, it's kind of neat. If you've got a telescope, look out there, see that little tail up there? That's pretty cool there. But I would suggest, you know, if you're going to go out there, that you look around and see what else is out there. You look in the sky, you might see a chemtrail or two. And if you do that, you know, my advice is, well, that you just relax and breathe deeply.